Yeah, don't do that.
We including all that?
Is that an action?
If we can.
I don't fucking know. No, I don't take kids.
60-minute shit show,
I don't
episode
fucking-
29.
30.
30?
30, bro.
Nice.
Episode 30, 60-minute shit show. I'm your host, Tech Supreme.
Co-host, Sketch Sawyer.
We have a special guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody, I'm Ellis Ray. I don't really know what else to say beyond that.
Local comic book artist.
You're a comic book artist?
Father of
Yeah.
one, soon.
Two in May. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Supporting husband. I don't know what else. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Goes to the same gym we do. I don't know what else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fit City, man.
Yep.
Yep. I awkwardly wave at y'all as I walk out. Dope.
Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting couple weeks.
Yeah.
A lot's happened.
Yeah. Yep. Tech Supreme moved.
I moved.
Again?
I'm not moving anymore.
We say that every time.
I just got a house. Now I can't move. Like, there's a lot of shit
You get
involved in the
evicted.
next move.
You can move. Don't say you can't.
Someone has to force me to move,
There you go.
and that's not going to happen.
All right.
So, hey, I left Soulard, left the island.
Yeah.
Little bummed about it, but a little happy about it too. I don't have to hear woo every single night.
And bottles.
I don't understand it. Like, have you guys ever been out with your friends,
Yeah.
drinking, having a good time, and then yelled, woo?
Yep.
No.
You've done
Yep.
that?
But
No.
Got to be a white thing. Man.
Yeah, I
it
think
is. But to my credit, I did see a if Caleb would hear, tell me right away. I saw a food stand. It was a what's the pancake batter they drip in a circle? Funnel cake. I saw a funnel cake stand. And I went, funnel cake, woo! I was really excited. So
That's a different reason.
yeah, it
That's
wasn't
more
just
like
a,
a Homer Simpson woo.
Yeah.
I think that's-
it wasn't just a naked woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss the noises. Plus the place we got now is just so fucking dope.
Yeah.
You have to come by and see it. It's ridiculous. The basement, the way I have it set up, bro, it's heaven.
Nice.
I don't want.
Never gonna leave.
I never want to leave, bro.
You need to make a separate kitchen down there, so you actually don't have to
I
leave.
thought about that, but I'm definitely doing a bar down there.
Yeah.
And so that's happening. That's the next. That's the next.
You can
project.
shower down there. So as soon as you get stinky, you can.
I got a
fresh
shower.
up.
The bathroom is amazing.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's really nice. Yeah, we lucked out.
You
Yeah.
know mine too. We're all bad on that.
Oh yeah. I never really think about it.
I started school, teaching 2 classes. My first class, the dean of communications, which is my boss, and the president of the school showed up unexpectedly.
Were you
Except I
nervous?
knew the dean was coming. I didn't know the president was coming.
Were you nervous?
Hell yeah, I was nervous for the 36 hours before the class. I was shitting water, man. I was
what
real.
was the reasoning? Why did,
So Lion Forge was taking a tour of the school.
oh, dope.
And they're wanting to do business with school to use my comics class, which is now mine, as a scouting platform
Oh, okay.
What?
for Lion Forge
Line Forge, huh?
comics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the school was giving them the grand tour. Everybody had a suit and tie on. President.
Did you dress up?
I put a polo on, which I never do. I usually dress like this for school. So I had a polo and khakis. So whatever, it's fine.
You think that would have been a deal breaker? Like if we just showed up in your shirt and we're like, you know what? No, we can't.
No, because I've seen what the other professors wear.
Okay.
They're all bumming too.
Oh, shit.
My boss, my immediate boss, wears like shorts and flip flops like year round. So, but yeah. But so yeah, class was interesting. I treat it like a performance, so I'm nervous every week, man. It tears me
you
up.
throw it right before you walk into class? You really beaming?
A little pregame vomit. No, but yeah, I get legit worried. By about halfway through the year, I cool off. But yeah, I treat it like a big deal, so I get pretty nervous.
Yeah. I always get nervous the first day of class. I have the first day of class jitters every time, which I'm about to have in a couple weeks.
Yep.
So I think it's more so like, I hope these kids aren't, are good,
Yeah.
Because I
Is
do
that
middle
like
school. So
Okay, I was about to ask, what age do you
yeah.
teach? Okay.
It's a lot different than college,
No, I'm sure. I only substitute taught for like a few years, like around 09 or whatever. Long story short, it was all preschool and kindergarten kids. Like the teachers love bringing in a guy because I guess the bass in your voice makes the kids be
Listen.
quiet real quick and listen. So it was like
Awesome.
zero pressure. I just walked in there and said, hey, sit down, be quiet. Nap time, snack time, bounce, and I'm out. It was. I
did not know you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
I mean,
Yeah, I teach music production twice a week at a Catholic school in
Okay.
North City. And I love it, though. We have a good time. They're good kids. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it more just to really just hang out with them and talk music and and watched them. Like they made a house beat Monday. That was fucking good. Like it was like really good. Like I was like, holy shit, this is
kind of exciting to hear. Some
you know,
kids
like
messing with house beats.
yeah, like
That's awesome.
I got one kid who loves dubstep, so he's dying to make dubstep. You know, I think it's dope.
What kind of dubstep?
Shit,
Did he show you anything?
Yeah, like the
Was it-
regular
was it
stuff,
tolerable?
top of the surface stuff. You know, nothing deep in dubstep. You know,
Okay.
Skrillex and shit. So
All right.
you know, but I think it's dope. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
Let's dive in, I suppose.
yeah. Let's talk about R. Kelly.
well,
I think
Man,
so. Big.
gross.
So, do you know why we're talking about R. Kelly? Because I know your Facebook looks different than my Facebook.
shit, yes.
Like, 'cause
very
I
much does.
I definitely have the black Facebook. Like, you know, like there's black Twitter. I got black Facebook for sure. And like everyone,
I
last-
have a peppering of black Facebook, but it's not a black Facebook.
No,
but
mine-
it's there.
my shit's black Facebook for
Um,
sure.
I'm gonna say 50%
That's not bad.
at least, maybe more. But I don't know. I didn't do any demographic lookup or nothing.
I got
but
0 pro Trumps on mine.
that.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had one and I had to
But I
block
think
him.
that's like by design.
I didn't unfriend him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I didn't unfriend him. I unfollowed him.
Nah.
So he still has to see my
That's your
my
shit.
post.
Nah.
But back to yeah,
Lifetime-
there was a surviving
R. Kelly Lifetime. Was it Lifetime?
docuseries.
I think so.
Lifetime documentary. Basically,
Opened a can of worms, didn't it?
it did. I guess a can of worms that was
But-
been there the whole
Exactly.
time.
Been open.
That everyone knew about. Do you know Dave Chappelle's opinion skit is like 25 years old?
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, that was.
No, he's always
really-
been a problem.
Yeah, this is nothing
And people
new.
just they go, oh my god, and they look right past.
I'm
it.
just hoping something
Every year.
actually happens with all this.
I don't.
You don't want something to happen?
Nope.
Wait, what?
Here's why. Like, he is not molesting. We have to find out if we can't. First of all, we can't quote a public opinion. This, like, you need to have evidence, right? So you can't go off of hearsay, because if you do that, then you definitely need to look at everyone, and you're not doing that.
Is there
So-
evidence for Cosby?
Yeah, there was that. Well, is there?
I don't know
Oh,
because he was convicted.
I mean, it was convicted, but
Didn't they
is
have,
the
like,
the can how can it be?
Evidence of- didn't he like say, "Yo, I did it"? Like,
Did he?
I know there was some.
Boy, are we unprepared.
Yeah, right. And I think he did. I think he did. Like,
Didn't R.
Not
Kelly have
deny it.
tapes?
yeah.
they won't take. So who?
Didn't R. Kelly have tapes?
Yeah, but he got acquitted of that. Like, so like that case is over. So like, what is the evidence
the
besides
only
women
way-
saying, like people saying it, which is fucked up.
The only
I
way
feel
you
like,
can.
that should be enough to at least open the door on the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if enough folks are showing up, like, hey, homeboy is acting reckless. He's snatching up little kids. Like, I mean, just some wild stuff. That should be enough to be like, okay, let's look into this at the very least. We just kind of skate past it, like, well, ain't nobody put handcuffs on a dude, so I guess it's not legit. Like, that's,
I know some people that think that way.
Yeah.
They think he's innocent until the law says
Until
that
the
he's
law-
not.
I mean, that's
That's
literally how it's
ridiculous.
supposed to be.
No,
bro.
it's not.
Like, you can't. So I can say Ben, you fuck kids, and they come get you because I said it.
not come
Okay,
get him,
but
but
one-
come investigate. If
There's
I,
a difference between one person
But
and 30.
here's the court of public opinion. There is no evidence.
We're not talking
Still.
about
Like,
just the general public, though. We're talking about how many women that said it was me.
right, let's go back to your example. Of
If 30
Ben
women said
fucking
tech
kids.
raped me, I might go, oh,
Yeah.
boy.
How many
If
people
it's-
said Michael Jackson fucked him?
That's a good question. I don't
That's a
know.
good point too, and I don't rock with Michael Jackson.
I don't either. I hate Michael Jackson for it.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that to me is what it comes down to. If there's enough people, and I know this sounds, junior highish, if enough people say it, then that's going to sway your opinion in some way.
Yeah.
Because
I don't care
if
what
it's just
Facebook
one
thinks,
person,
but-
like, yo, R. Kelly smokes rocks and touches kids. Okay, one person might just be talking
Yeah,
shit.
sure.
If 20 people come out and corroborate the same kind of
say,
story,
"He touched me."
Yeah, specifically me. This is
Yeah.
when it happened. This is the date. This is how it went down.
But here's how we should look at that,
It
though.
was like, yo,
Where's
look at it with a side eye. Like,
where's
yo,
your evidence,
kind of
though?
gross, man. Like, and he's not. Here's the thing. He's never been like, I only mess with adult women. He says stuff like,
sings about it.
What's a teenager really, or what's
what's
really
age is
like,
just a number.
Age is just, like
He wrote that goddamn song for
doesn't-
Aaliyah.
He
That's
doesn't make
disgusting.
it look good. Is what I'm
No,
saying. He's never
but
like, yo.
How come we didn't go for Woody? How come we didn't come for Woody Allen? How many examples?
She was.
I
I don't
don't
think
watch
she was.
Woody Allen movies.
She
Like,
was-
I mean,
I think she was. I think she was still like 20, but he was like 50, and then it was his cousin. Or
Well,
something
20
like
is
that.
legal as hell. So
I know that's why they didn't probably come out. I don't know the exact.
no,
whatever.
because that was his like stepdaughter. Like that was
That's
the
what it
weird
was,
thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't like
He technically raised her?
She's older and she's younger.
groomed
like
her.
he
It's
raised
fucking
her,
gross,
groomed
bro.
her, and then molested her and married her. Like it wasn't like, yo, this 20-year-old girl, all of a sudden I'm in love. Like, no, he had eyes on that girl
He
for
groomed
a
her.
while.
It's just like Drake and Millie Bobby.
You think that's grooming?
Ooh, that's-
Yes.
that's not a
say
good look.
grooming.
It's not
Say
a good look.
grooming is some fucked up shit to say, bro.
Drake is
if someone
grooming-
grooms someone,
Drake
it's
is
fucked up.
Drake is
It's not a
grooming
good
Millie
look.
Bobby.
You think so?
Yes.
It's not a good look.
She's
It's not
16,
a good look.
and they're saying "I love you" to each other.
I don't know nothing about all that. I ain't
Yeah,
read
no,
all that.
there's
I just
it's
saw-
inappropriate.
I
just
miss
saw
you
that
and I love
weird-
you.
I just saw that weird like interview they did with her talking about we text each other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that stays in the text. Da 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 da.
Right.
That could be construed as like a little kid talk. I mean, she's 14.
Sure.
She's not a little kid, but she's clearly a kid.
She's a
just
kid.
talking.
14's a kid.
But Drake ain't also. He's also like he just had like a video that popped out with him like filling up a 17-year-old girl. on stage.
Damn.
my homie Rel told me about that the video
And
today, and it
he's
sounded
like, I'm
really
17
bad.
No, and it's like they got like a transcript and like, yo, she's like, I'm 17, and he's like, oh, I need to get myself away from you, da da da, jailbait, that's and the third. But he's still like touching up on her and and on stage in front of everybody. Nobody really seemed to care. Like it was.
Saying something like he liked the way her breast feels against
Yeah,
his body or
some
some
wild
crazy
stuff to say
shit.
to a kid.
After he found out she's
She's
17,
still,
Yeah.
Now, you still questioning the fact that he's grooming
I don't man, that's fucking. It's
Yeah,
hard
it's not a
to.
good
Millie
look.
Bobby? Of course he is. That's her name, right?
Yeah, Millie
don't
Bobby
know.
Brown.
Bobby Brown. Thank you.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it threw me off when I first saw her name. Like, what? Bobby what? But yeah, man, it's fucking.
After the artist or the makeup artist?
I don't know the makeup
I
artist.
don't either.
Bobby Brown, same name.
Is a makeup artist named Bobby Brown?
Yeah, change it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But
Um,
like, you have to keep the same energy though, like that you always have. Like, just because you have to keep the same energy for R. Kelly that you have for Michael Jackson. Like, you have to keep that same energy. I think.
I agree. I feel like
yeah.
is that really being done though? Like
No,
like
it's not.
everybody's
That's
giving
my problem.
Everybody's giving him such a pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
how
awful.
you love Thriller, I get it, but yo, they're saying like he was fucking. Even if he wasn't fucking kids, because I get in arguments about this every time any of this shit pops up. I get in arguments on Facebook about Michael Jackson because everyone knows I don't fuck with, like. I walk into a place and they're playing Michael Jackson. It's like, oh, they're playing pedophile music. Okay, that's what we're on in here. Like, I really like, even if there's no evidence saying that he fucking had sex with kids. All right, cool. He was definitely sleeping in bed with kids.
Yep.
Yeah, he admitted
That
that
weren't
in that
his.
weird documentary thing.
Yeah, like that was his shit. Oh, I don't have a childhood. I like to sleep with kids. Like, that's inappropriate as fuck. And everyone who's in
Didn't
denial
he have like
about
a little porn theater there too at the
What?
ranch?
What?
I don't. That's
I don't
that's
know nothing about it.
allegations, and the Jesus juice is my favorite allegation. You know about the Jesus juice?
No.
Like he'd give these kids Jesus juice, but it was really vodka and some other shit.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm not. I don't
This
know
is-
nothing about. I ain't never heard that before.
Yo, look up Jesus juice.
Yo, I'm going off of that.
I'm gonna make some when I get home.
documentary. It was like a British journalist had like this one-on-one interview with Michael Jackson almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And he went to like Neverland Ranch with the dude. He went out shopping with Michael. Michael was like picking stuff out, like I want this, and this. And I remember that spot specifically because the dude, the journalist popped up afterwards, like Michael Jackson showed up. He didn't have enough money to buy what he was pointing out. They had to put some stuff back. And like that little bit just let me know, oh, he's just trying to throw darts at Mike because that wasn't necessary. Like none of that was necessary. But then he got Michael talking, and he was like, "Yeah, I sleep. Don't." You sleep with your kids in your bed. I sleep with the kids in my bed too. You're being ignorant. Nah. Like, no, dude, those aren't
Those
your
not your
kids.
kids.
If anyone who's like, oh, he didn't fuck those kids. If they have kids, ask them, would you let your kids spend the
Thank
night
you. Right.
at any 35-year-old's place?
Nah,
Like.
But see, the answer changes when it's the king of pop.
it really should.
It's sad, and it's sad, and
It
they're
is
like,
sad.
and then the people are like, "Oh, there's after his money." There's plenty of millionaires,
Yeah.
plenty that don't get accused of fucking kids.
You gonna put your kid on a fishing line out for some millionaires out on Sunset Boulevard? No, nobody's doing that.
Yeah, so
some people do.
I have a real problem with this. Like I definitely, because in my opinion, R. Kelly equals Michael Jackson. Like,
Sure.
I don't need.
More, no, worse. Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was as far as quantity goes. I'm sure worse.
Well, because R. Kelly, for all we know, for sure, at this present day and age, is he's just having sex camps with these chicks, and he's keeping them prisoner, but they kind of want to be prisoners. So there's not really too much of a crime being committed.
Yeah, there is because they're not consenting age.
Well, I don't think that's the case right now.
Really.
Yeah, like people are saying that he likes young girls, but there's no evidence. Like I don't think there's any
He
evidence.
says he likes young girls. He's
Right.
never really given a number, but
Yeah,
I mean,
he is in a
married
song.
Aaliyah, so
Yeah, for sure.
He's looking at a certain age.
we definitely need need some hardcore proof though. Like,
Sure, in court.
Okay,
once they do what they got to do in court, that's where they rock out with the proof.
do you
But
think
we
they're
talking
gonna, you think they're going to go after him? Because right now they're
I
not.
don't know, but I'm hoping they do. That's what I started off saying. Like, I hope they go after him.
Yeah.
Except if the women get together and say, "Yo, we're pressing charges," then the law goes in. But the law's not going to take it upon themselves, I don't think, for something that's happened in the past. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the law. What the fuck do I know? But like, yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I had a point and it left me. But oh yeah, so okay, so the law being tricky that it is, you're an adult at 18. We all know you're kind of a dummy until you're about 26. So like, just because you're an adult means that you can't, technically an adult by the law means you can't be, you can't press charges against somebody because you're an adult. You're locked in their sex basement because maybe you said yes.
These girls don't want somebody like from the stories, from my understanding, they don't want to leave. Like their families can't get in contact with them.
How much is that them being fucking like manipulated to say what they got to say? Like you can get people to say whatever you want if you deprive them of basic human decency.
Yeah.
I mean,
groom an
suppose.
adult the same. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, to me, like that's not them saying. People saying, "Oh, they're not stepping up and saying this and the third, or they're smiling all their own camera." It's like, yeah, that's kind of how cults work too. Like,
Yeah.
you can get somebody that's seemingly rational day one, and warp their minds to just seem crazy by day two if you know what you're doing. And R. Kelly has got years of experience doing
Hold on
some
a minute.
stuff. Allegedly.
Hold on a minute. Charles Manson served a life in prison for coercing people to do the things he wanted them to do.
Yeah, that's right.
He
Well,
didn't do
wasn't
shit.
Killing people? Weren't they killing people?
I don't
for him?
remember what it was.
They,
wasn't it?
they killed like some Hollywood people. Like they killed some stars from that era or whatever
Yeah.
in like a house party.
But he didn't do
He
anything.
didn't do shit. Like that's okay. He definitely did some shit, but he wasn't like knifing.
He wasn't the
nobody
one
else.
stabbing anybody.
Right.
So if old boy can go life in prison for being the leader of a cult, then if you're the leader of your own private sex cult, then yeah, bye-bye.
Right in prison for coercing girls to be whores?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not? Sure, why
I
not?
don't know, guys.
For, peeing on them and...
Sounds like my 20s. No, I'm joking.
And next week will be a different host, a different name. Please tune in. Please don't
I
leave it.
mean, what you're talking about, yes, there's a difference between sex and straight murder people.
Yeah, I mean,
At the same time,
a little difference.
if you're grooming and brainwashing someone, there's an argument that can be made that consent is being taken off the table. And
But
there's no consent.
is there a crime if you give consent, but you don't that the people around you don't like your consent because the parents are the ones calling, not the girls.
If they are not able to give, what's the whole thing about being drugged or not in your right mind? Your consent really doesn't really work because you're not in the right stable mind to give consent anyway. Isn't that the same
tricky.
mentality of these women being brainwashed?
We don't know that there are drugs involved
I didn't say drugs.
or any other mind altering substance.
Any level
Coercion.
of coercion.
I don't think that would be admissible in court. I don't think that's
I'm
a
not
crime.
lawyer. I only watch
Yeah.
Law and Order
I don't
from
know.
time
I don't
to
think that's a
time, so I
crime.
have
Yeah.
no idea how this would work legally. I'm just saying, from my standpoint, to look at this and feel any kind of way, that's not a good look. It looks like he's forcing these women to do things that they don't want to do.
Are we sure?
I mean,
But
if they're coming out saying, "Yo, I'll be on Lifetime to tell my
I
story,"
think
like
we're at a
that's-
disadvantage because did you see the Lifetime?
I did not.
I didn't either. And I think we're at a disadvantage on the conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Because
have
of it.
Lifetime.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting it.
It's all hearsay.
It's all hearsay.
No, it's not. I mean, before this Lifetime thing, though, I wasn't rocking with R. Kelly to begin with.
Never listened to
it's
his music.
never-
I'm not going to start now.
Oh, so you know who's in trouble? Vigil, Off-White. You guys know what I'm talking about? Kanye West's friend, designer, Virgil.
I don't know.
Oh,
Virgil.
Okay, I think I know the name.
Okay, well, Louboutin and Virgil did a collaboration, and the theme is Michael Jackson. But Sundance is putting out a Michael Jackson documentary
I heard about that.
about his pedophile cases.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
Louboutin's getting a lot of flack about
Everybody
that.
getting a documentary. He's got one. I heard Weinstein's getting one on like a HBO, I think.
Damn.
Something wild.
They all need him.
Yeah,
I mean, I like the-
everybody needs a light shine on them.
All
Those
of them.
kind of allegations, but put them on the light. And Michael Jackson no different. Folks have been saying, he's been connected with pedophilia. I don't know what accent that was. Pedophilia.
Pedophilia.
In Boston.
He's been connected with pedophilia for like decades. Like this to a point where it's a running gag, and it's gross that is at this point that you can joke about it. But the fact that there's a understanding between him and little kids that there's something fucking weird going on, that should be looked at.
Yeah, should be looked at.
His
even
legacy, should show that as well if that's what happened.
And if they do find something, it needs to affect his legacy.
Absolutely.
There is such a thing as justice outside of the law, and if these people who've been affected by this their whole lives can see that something was brought to light, or that people know the truth, that's a form of justice, I think. R. Kelly getting his, because all these,
R. Kelly's numbers have jumped.
I know.
Extremely high.
People started listening more.
Yeah.
There was
That fucking baffles me.
He did a club appearance the next night. Women were screaming, "I want to be your slave," at this nightclub to him. Loads of women.
What is that?
That was that Boondocks episode, man. They asked the lady outside the court, "Man, why do you still support R. Kelly?" 'Cause he good. Okay.
Weird.
Very weird. Let's move on. I like this topic a lot. Kevin Steincross from Fox 2 News.
It's a local thing, or
Fox 2 News, local as hell. So this happened about a week or two ago, and I forgot what city it was, but the guy even went to Don Lemon, went to CNN, pleading his case like it was just a slip up. And I didn't hear I heard his. I haven't heard Kevin Steincross's from Fox 2 News' commentary this morning. But the guy definitely was fumbling his words and somehow said Dr. Martin Luther Coon Jr.
Is that the only word he fumbled?
Yes.
So
well, that's the word you're gonna fumble.
did it come out like Dunder Mifflin Coon?
He was like Dr. Martin Luther Coon, and like he was like his was it felt like a nervous stumble, right?
Did it?
But how many people nervously stumble into a racist slur?
That's the thing, right? Like, if you stumble, it's cool, right? But you should say king, like you would say king, weird, but you wouldn't say coon.
Keem with an M.
Look, the mind is fucking weird to begin with. I'm not gonna say how it stumbled around.
Here's my thoughts. Can I get my thoughts on it? He says Martin Luther Coon all the time at home. And then on the news, he had to say something about Martin Luther King, and just like
his brain couldn't figure it out.
His brain was like, "Oh shit."
Yep.
So,
I feel like he said it before.
Yep.
That's why it was in there.
Yep.
Like that's just
and maybe recently.
Like
He's probably
like
rehearsing
he
it
was
that morning. Don't say Coon. Don't say Coon. Don't say Coon.
So that makes Kevin Steincross's slip this morning even more alarming that this just happened in another city.
Is that like a go-to jab?
Maybe that is.
For Martin Luther King?
No,
I'm beginning to think so.
Yeah.
Like if any,
I'm starting to feel like I've seen that before.
Dude, like Martin Luther King. Like, is that just a thing that folks say?
I think so.
Okay, well maybe that's.
Yeah, I think I've seen it before.
Malcoon X.
Sure.
That seems like a little forced.
That was definitely forced. I think what else could they use? For basically for like this to happen in the news. It was big national news. What'd you say?
I'm not gonna start dreaming some up. Put my head to dark places. Yes. Let me think. Racist thoughts. What can I call Malcolm X?
Just don't.
I'm not.
But so yeah, I think, and I like Kevin Steincross. I like Fox 2 News. I watch it often, but it's not a slip up if he says it too.
Yeah.
Like if it's a slip up, it's because you're saying this in your spare time. It has to be.
So
it doesn't make sense.
So what's been the flashback?
Well, right now this is like just happened this morning.
Is he doing like the
Fox 2, he apologized.
Yeah.
Fox 2 News hasn't mentioned it. Like you can't see it on Fox 2 News anything.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
Post-Dispatch broke it. So I think everyone's going to try to stay away from this. But shouldn't he get fired?
I feel like
interesting.
If I don't work at my previous employer anymore, I quit. But I feel like if I was at work and I even accidentally dropped a slur in public, at the very least, I gotta go for the day. Like it's not like I can stick around.
Right.
Like
I don't take some time off.
Yeah. I don't know what's.
Donate money towards something. Say I'm sorry.
I think here's why. I'm gonna tell you why I think he needs to be fired.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you guys remember April Simpson?
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember April Simpson?
No.
A very pretty black woman on Fox 2 News did the 10 o'clock hour. What Kim Hudson does now. She made a joke to an intern calling him Bruce Leroy because I believe he was Japanese or black and Japanese, or Asian, black and Asian. So she made a Bruce Leroy joke to an intern off the air. Got fired for it.
Damn, that's harsh.
Right?
Did he complain, or did some other white person get all?
Who
up and
knows?
Ain't no
complain?
telling.
Who knows, right?
But the precedent's been set.
The precedent has been set.
Yeah.
So if you fire April
Law
Simpson,
words.
right? You fire April Simpson, you have to fire Kevin Steincross for saying Martin Luther Coon.
With that in mind, I forgot about the last firing, but yeah, I guess with that bar being set, then you really can't do anything but
You have to.
what you've already done for the last employee. Yeah.
Now, what happens if they don't? Because
That's-
I see it bearing. I see it. I already see it where they're like not the hands off on this one. You know,
You think they're hoping folks just kind of
forget about it and don't
yeah.
worry about it. Because the other guy went viral. Like he was on CNN. I watched the CNN interview after the story broke, and even in the interview, Don Lemon was like, "It seems like like I've been doing TV for 25 years. You slip up. Like maybe you shouldn't get fired. You say you're not racist. Maybe you shouldn't get fired. But even having knowledge of that happen, and then this doesn't seem like this is a isolated incident.
right.
Sure.
And plus, I think it goes back to, like you said, it sounds like something he's probably said before. Because I'm just thinking about my mom when I was growing up, and she's trying to call one of me and my sisters in the house. She's calling to everybody. Ooh, Ella, Sean. My uncle's name's Sean. Sean, boy, come here.
My
But
grandmother
she's
would
not
call
calling
me
just any
today.
name, like Michael, Jimmy. Like, she don't know no Michael or Jimmy. She calls
Right.
and she says the names that she says normally. So,
My grandmother would call me, and she will name everyone until she gets to Derek. Every name until she gets to mine.
I feel like those slips happen because you say that shit
Mm-hmm.
on occasion. Like,
There's a senator or something in the House right now that kind of is coming out and supporting white supremacy.
Oh shit!
I thought it wasn't even like kind of. He was like, "What's the big deal with white nationalism?"
Yeah, he
She was
says.
Why is that a dirty
The quote
word?
is white nationalist, white supremacist, Western civilization. How did that language become offensive?
"Yeah, I heard
That's
that."
the quote.
Who was that? Was that Stephen King?
Well, his name is
I remember this. I was like-
Steve King.
Yeah.
I was like, I double checked it when I first
Yeah,
said
it was like,
Stephen King.
Stephen
What?
King,
I love your shit. Oh, the wrong one. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But and he's got a history of saying awful shit
Yeah.
about Mexicans crossing the border and stuff. So
See, here's the thing, right? White power should not be offensive, right? The term white power shouldn't be offensive if it's only meant to empower your race as prideful, right?
But
But when you
what
use that to
is-
impress people, like black power isn't offensive.
well, black power is a response to white
Right.
power.
Exactly.
And black power, depending on who you ask, but largely was just equality and power.
I can't get mad at black pride. You can't get mad at black pride, right?
Right.
You can't get mad at Asian pride. You can't get.
'Cause
I
it's
can't,
specific.
I shouldn't get mad at white pride.
I don't hear.
As
Hold on
long
now.
as it's
I don't
not
hear-
used.
But what is whiteness?
to
What is- thank you,
oppress
thank you.
people?
What is
Right.
whiteness?
Irish pride is
Yeah, if you're like, yo, I'm Irish, I rock the
very specific.
So
shillelagh
basically, you're saying that black people are just all one people.
Well, that's bad too. But at least you've
well,
got
Fuck off.
unfortunately, historically, we've been stripped of our roots and knowing where we come from.
For sure, but we can
So,
find out
we
a
could.
lot more now than we could 20 years ago.
But it's so ingrained in our culture that we are just the black diaspora. We are
So,
black people.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys.
Right.
All I'm saying is, I would be able to respect that if it wasn't backed with racism.
sure. But
And
that's
back
where
with
it came
oppression.
from.
That's
So
where
we're
it's- yeah, that's where it's
white
birthed
power's kind
from.
of fucked. So
Yeah.
you can't bring it back.
you can't polish that one off.
yeah.
I mean, but you guys
No,
have,
guys, I don't mean
but
that.
you have a right to be proud of your race. Just
It's not a race.
That's
White's not a race. It's not.
That's more of a class. than
and
anything else.
well, back when the KKK first started, they didn't want Jews, obviously, still,
Italians
and
and-
Italians.
yeah.
Italians
They
had to
weren't
like
white yet.
petition to get in the KKK. Right.
They weren't white yet.
Yeah.
You had to earn your white stripes.
Yep.
Then you're like, all right, you're cool. We
So-
let you in the club. You're white now. White power. Like that shit don't rock. If you proud to be Italian, bet be Italian.
Sure.
Be proud of it. You proud to be Irish, bet be proud of being a.
But
you
white
know,
doesn't
from
mean
Ireland.
anything.
Being
White just means
is
you're
just,
not colored.
I've got this privilege in
Yeah.
this country based on how my skin looks.
I'm not colored.
And it's dope. And I'm proud of it. And it's awesome. And I'm not giving it up. I don't care what anybody who's feeling oppressed has to say. Fuck
And
y'all.
if you're not white, you're part of the problem.
Exactly.
Usually.
So that's the connotation
And
that
that's-
comes with the term white power.
And that's never what black power meant.
Right.
It's
Right,
always been,
of
and,
course.
and like I said, black power is a response to white power, to empower, an entrenched minority that needed some power.
Yeah.
Side note: since we're on race, I don't feel like I need to explain why white people can't say the N-word to white people.
Yeah, you do though. You're
No.
you're an envoy,
No.
and if
Nah.
I mean,
No.
I'm not
you don't
explaining
have
that
to. You can just say don't and
I,
walk
sh-
away.
I shouldn't
but
have
like,
to, I shouldn't have to explain it.
but you can. Like,
If I like you enough.
yeah, sure.
I don't
Don't
want
waste
it.
your breath. It's like don't get in arguments on Facebook.
But at the same
No, you
time,
don't
I
have
feel
to.
like if you are using the N-word and you're not black, you know the connotations.
You should know better
You
by
know
now.
what it means. It's
You should
not
know
like I
better,
heard this
unless you're-
word on the
unless you're
TV.
5.
True.
Unless you're
That's the
5.
thing.
What
You
if
know,
you're,
like,
a child, you could talk to a child and be like, yo, that word's loaded with history. Let's sit down and talk.
What if you're a 30-something Swedish YouTuber with 60 million subscribers?
You still know what that word, the connotations of that
oh,
word.
did you hear PewDiePie's reaction as soon as he said it?
He was quiet for like 5 minutes.
He
Yeah.
knew he fucked up.
Yep.
You know, like if he had just said this shit and just kept rocking with it, he'd been like, I didn't know what that word meant.
Right. He's like,
I just thought it was a cool word. Like,
I'm so-
no, he
I shouldn't
slipped
have
and
said
like,
that.
shit, he caught himself. Like, people know what the word means
Okay.
after a certain age.
well, let's bring it back home. Let's say you live way out in the middle of Missouri, and there are no black people in your town. Or say there's one black person in your high school, and he gave you the card to use it because you're best friends.
God, I hate those people.
Right?
that,
And
yeah.
someday you move to St. Louis and you go, what's up, my N? And everybody's like, no, dude, you can't do that. It's like, well, why not? So there's such a thing. Now, I'm not saying ignorance is an answer, as I've covered many times in this show, but it is an explanation.
Ignorance is no excuse.
Right, exactly.
But-
like, it
Yeah,
does
sure.
explain why somebody can be 30 and for the first time in their life have a conversation with a black man
But
that says you can't use this.
The thing is that black people aren't mythical creatures. Like, even in your secluded town,
Right.
you would have some understanding that there's more than just the 30 people in your town in America, no less, you know, knowing or hearing that word or understanding what that word means.
Yeah.
You've heard it in context, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you're sitting in
So
that
you
kind
think
of town.
even in a small bubble with your pass card that your one black friend gave you,
Which, fuck
you
that
should
kid.
There's
Whoever
no-
gave me
right,
that
exactly.
card.
You should
Listen,
still
I don't know who
you
I hate more: the white person that says the
Right.
N-word, or that fucking sellout
Lord.
who gave them
I take it
permission
back.
to say it.
I might have a pass for that black kid if he hated that white kid. Like,
him fucked
you
up.
moving to New York? All right, look.
Go
I
to
got a pass for
Harlem.
you. Go to
Go to Harlem with this sign.
I gave
You're
you
clear.
I
Matter of
laminated
fact,
it.
It's laminated. You're Gucci. You're good. Just go on, man.
Drop it anytime you want to. Go to a barbershop
Just
and
show
drop
them
it.
the
Look him dead in the
Just
eye
show
when you say it.
Just show them the card. They'll know. Reach in your
It's
pocket.
okay. I got it.
Reach in your pocket real
blackface
fast.
logo lets them know it's official. That's good. You said.
Oh shit. Oh, that'll be revenge. That'll be good revenge.
So anyway, I'm thinking that I think that even somebody who's gotten the card, laminated and all, still knows the
they
connotations.
still know. They
Because-
still know.
But they just feel like they're getting away with it.
Yeah, because he was
Like-
given permission to say it. That in and of itself should be a red flag of like,
Guess we should talk about Louis C.K. right now.
what do you do?
Well, he's used it in his stand-up. At least
we
once
we
that I
talked
can
about
think of.
this on the last episode.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that black people weren't in attendance and weren't a fan of Louis C.K. at the time.
Okay, what about Chris Rock, who's given him the pass right there on that couch?
Yeah, and once black people saw that interview, finally, outrage,
Yeah.
complete outrage. Fuck Chris Rock. Fuck
Ooh, this is news. I ain't hear nothing.
Louis C.K. Fuck Ricky Gervais, Jerry Seinfeld. You're invited to the picnic. You're good to go to the cookout. That's what happened. As soon
There you
as soon as
What did I miss? Like,
So about 5-6 years ago, there's a HBO special
okay.
about and it was those four people: Ricky Gervais, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Louis C.K. just talking about comedy, the do's and don'ts, the limits, and all that stuff, how they do it. And it was nice and cordial and laid back and funny. And at the time, I actually didn't think anything of it because I laughed at that Louis C.K. joke.
because you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. And then it popped back up a couple weeks ago, and
And in it, Louis C.K. Chris Rock starts saying Louis C.K. is the blackest person I know, and so Louis C.K. is like, yeah, so I'm an N-word.
yeah, he says it like twice.
Yeah, and then Chris Rock's like, ha, 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 and then Ricky Gervais is like, yeah, N-word, and then
Hold on.
he says something like that. We're glossing over it.
He said there are two types. Ricky Gervais said there's two types of people in the world: people who can say N and people who can't. That's how
Yeah.
he said it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he basically N-word,
Yeah.
and Jerry Seinfeld
It's
looks
not.
uncomfortable and says, I don't think you guys can say that. I don't think you can say that.
Okay, I don't think he was looking at Ricky in this context. I don't think.
What does
Jerry
that
Seinfeld-
mean? What is you say that like it's okay for Ricky to say it
In that
like,
context,
Nick,
I
it's
think it
not.
is, but-
it is not.
Okay.
You can look at me anyway, side eye. It's not okay for Ricky Gervais to say it.
For the record, those who don't have a camera on, there was no side eye. Anyway,
But you're trying to say
Okay,
that
but
as
the-
if it's okay. He meant his aim at just Louis C.K., so that's who he had a problem with. No,
I think so.
They're both the way they said it was wrong because they said it.
Okay.
End of story.
all right.
And I got into it with someone, and they were like, "How come you didn't explain to me that I can't say the N-word to you?" And
Oh, they were accusing
they
you.
they sent me a message asking about what they should do, but they typed out the N-word. They didn't say the N-word. They actually typed it out. So I didn't respond. I just unfriended them on everything
God damn.
because I do not need to explain to you why you can't say the N-word or
How did he use it?
I don't care.
Probably not. I mean, there's very few contexts I can think of, unless you're reading Tom Sawyer to a class and you slip. I don't know. I don't know what else. Where could you mess up?
On Xbox Live, someone called Ben's mother an N-word. When he told me the story, he didn't say they called
Right.
my mom a nigga.
Right.
He said they called my mom the N-word.
Right.
Because I know better. Everybody knows that I'm never going to say it.
That's the
But I-
context. If that's a context, like if you can't say it then,
Right.
you know you can't say it ever.
Sorry, sidebar. Is your mom black?
No.
No,
Okay,
no. She's with us. The
Right, I've
this
seen
woman
her
that's
at the
with
gym.
us.
I'm like,
Wait a minute.
really?
No, it's Xbox Live. They just say things to piss
Gotcha.
people off. But,
So there's no context. There's no context in which you can say it, unless you said there's literally no context. I can literally not think of a context that's okay for a white person to say the N-word to me. So instead of responding to the person's question
You just blocked.
and to teach them a lesson,
Okay, I want to know why or how he said it, though. Just because, for my own fascination.
something to the effect of I have no.
'Cause I think people are too fast to fucking block and ban.
I
people
just
these
but
days.
because that's my me.
I've got no
Man.
problem with it.
You know
I
me,
will
man.
block and ban people with a drop of a hat because, to me, I'm not going to shit like Facebook and Twitter to have a very in-depth conversation and really expand my mind. I'm looking to just kill some time,
Right.
escape the bullshit of the regular day.
I need some funny Dragon Ball memes.
Exactly, just
Right.
some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to have a conversation to try to validate who I am as a person,
Right.
and B, educate you on why racist shit or homophobic shit or xenophobic shit
Yeah,
is fucking wrong.
my
Like,
rel-
I mean, that's
my
not
rel-
for me to do. That's exhausting.
My self-revelation over the last few years was it's not my job to educate you.
And,
And that's
plus,
where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you can go do your homework.
I have a firm belief that if you're on Facebook, you're not there to listen or learn anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's too public a forum for anybody to concede and feel like, okay, I'm gonna back down. I learned my lesson. Nobody wants to do that.
You know what, though?
You can show up with as much, sound reasoning as you think you have. They can still be like, nope, fuck it, I'm still racist. Like, okay, well, that went nowhere.
Two things. One, last week I said, don't be an asshole and order delivery when it's bad out.
And
everybody's like,
everyone checked on that.
Everybody's like, actually, if they probably want your money because they're stuck at work, so give them a 20 or something. Like, just pay them more.
Like
Oh.
they make a lot of money on
And
snow
I'm like,
days.
oh, that makes sense. Okay, thanks everybody. Mind change. All right. 2 years ago, Jerry Seinfeld was on Colbert, and they had a conversation between like God and science or something like that, or something. Doesn't matter. And then it was really heated. And then after the commercial break, Jerry's like, I just want you to know that you just changed my mind. I had my mind set up, and what you said changed my mind. I just want to point that out. And then Colbert made fun of him. He's like, you'd only do that if the camera was on, didn't you? Or something like that. But
So okay,
Props to
the
Jerry.
power of educating someone, right?
yeah, it's possible. You can change someone's mind. They just have to have how many people enter a conversation with their mind already open and willing to have their mind changed. Or how many people go in with their shield and lance up and going, I'm going to change your mind. My mind's made up. You're the dummy. I'm educated. You know what I mean?
Well, generally, when do conversations get sparked, especially on Facebook, Twitter, things like that? They're usually after, in my opinion, the equivalent of like a clickbait article. The status is, boom, in your face. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Anything outside this opinion is wrong.
Right.
So you're already gonna show up with your shield and your sword ready to rock. Like, yeah, I mean, if it's very rare that you're gonna have an open dialogue on social media. I've had a couple.
Sure. Every once in a while, maybe.
Yeah, but Facebook's been around since when?
10 years?
Yeah,
About?
the fact that you only have a couple in a decade is not a good look. So it's like I'm not here for this. I'm not trying to do this anymore. It's exhausting.
And you have to evaluate your relationship with whoever.
True.
And if they're close to you, sure, engage.
So here's
But so and so was not worth it. Apparently,
the response, it was happened a while ago, and I guess they didn't notice until today. And it was like, well, how come you didn't talk to me about it and give me a teaching moment? And I said, well, that is the teaching moment. You lost a friend because you used that language and that you knew it was offensive. That's your teaching moment.
Yeah, and that's real. Like that actually made me think about. I used to work at a furniture store, and they had like the old man greeter at the front door, and I don't know what sparked. Maybe because he was old and he was just talking, but he was talking about how he lost a friend when he was younger. Like he lost a black friend because he made a racist joke. And he's like, from that moment, I realized I can't say, that's
jokes are still
that's
racist.
out of pocket. Yeah, jokes still hurt. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, dude. Bye. Like I don't remember what prompted the conversation, but he wanted to tell me specifically. But
Interesting.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you could lose a friend and that'd be like, yo, that's where I messed up.
I was in middle school in New Jersey, and I yelled something out that was inappropriate to a female friend in front of her mother. I didn't see her mother, and I lost a friend.
Yeah.
And I knew then that I would never say something inappropriate to a woman like that.
But you know what? That sticks with you more than a PBS moment where they sit there like, hey, little guy, this is why that's wrong. Like that's maybe that'll stick with you, but losing somebody that you care for, yeah, that'll make you remember not to do X, Y, Z.
Oh,
Getting blocked stings. Getting blocked stings. Somebody blocked me because they just thought my timeline was stupid.
yeah. I remember that. That was
And I think about that shit all the time, dude.
Hey, I knew when I saw the message that they put on his shit that he was upset. Like, I think I messaged you, like, because I knew that, like, knowing Ben and, like, because it was me, I'd be upset too.
Because anytime I take the higher ground, I'm upset. Anytime I go, like, hey, I'm sorry, or whatever, you got me.
Yeah. That was kind of bullshit, though.
Yeah, I just made a stupid comment about stop saying the word trash, and they're like, you know what, your timeline's been really stupid lately. And I was like, okay, why are you attacking me? And then they kept going. And I'm like, okay, you don't have to be saying this shit. You know, you can just, I've already said I'm sorry. And they're like, you know what, you're right. Bye.
That's some
Have a nice life.
That's some other shit going on because...
that's what I said. That's what I said.
That had nothing to do with trash. I think that was like... I lost my job. I lost my relationship. My dog died. What do you mean trash? That's my 13th favorite word. This is the hill I'm gonna die on.
Apparently, this person's done this to a number of our friends.
Oh, okay. Little backstory now.
Okay.
Oh, you know, he knows the people.
I think I might.
You might. But you know, I really respected her, and apparently my timeline was trash, and I know I can be ornery and difficult, and my statuses are often garbage, but that's what Facebook is for.
I literally like go out to troll people. Like I like to.
I don't do that.
My thing is to fuck with people.
I sit at my desk 10 hours a day, and I have a dumb thought. I need it to get out, and that's what Facebook's for.
No, I don't know what I use Facebook for anymore. Besides like reposting shit that I put on Instagram or whatever. Because I don't do any statuses. I just do.
Yeah,
I'll link to some shit or I'll repost some shit that I thought was funny for like 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I have the biggest audience on Facebook, so I like to make sure I troll.
I've been abandoning my audience lately. I only have like 500 on each, but yeah, I haven't done shit lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty
except for trash.
Pretty maxed on Facebook. I got a few thousand on Instagram, couple thousand on Twitter. I definitely like to troll, but that's just me. It keeps my because it's a joke. It's a what Nate say. It's a video game. It's a handheld game.
It's a life simulator.
It's a fucking app. It's like the .com.
It's like Sims. It's like
Facebook
real life Sims.
.com. Like people forget that it's .com. It's a fucking site. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, but you also get invited to your friends' birthday parties and share pictures. Yeah,
that's true.
Get reminded about that camping trip, and there's some validity. It's full of bullshit, but there's some validity to it. I think.
And you know what? Here's what I like about Facebook. I know we're just we're off the rails.
We don't have rails this episode.
Yeah, there's no rails. I'm friends with people that I grew up with in New Jersey.
Right.
And I thought I'd never see them or hear from them again.
Mm-hmm.
And
awesome.
we communicate all the time.
Yeah.
We share life victories.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep.
And that's what makes it amazing.
Yep.
That's literally what makes it amazing.
That was the original hook.
To connect with people that you normally,
That was the original hook 10 years ago.
Don't or just can't. Like
went to New Orleans a few months ago. Met a guy at a bar. This is gonna sound weird, but we just connected and we hung out the whole night. Had a great time. He was from Sykeston, Missouri. Showed me all the way. Showed me and Aaron multiple bars that we never would have gone to outside the French Quarter. Generally good guy. Friends on Facebook now.
Did you go to his Facebook page and see a bunch of "Make America Great Again" shit?
No, no,
That's good.
He's definitely a country boy, but he's as cool
Yeah,
as shit.
that's
And we
awesome.
fucking kicked it. And Facebook is amazing because now we are friends.
Yep.
Yeah. No, this is definitely some great stories about Facebook being able to connect with anybody on the other side of the planet, no less.
Absolutely.
That's an amazing tool.
And if you're an
We just
employer,
use it for really shitty things. It's what
Yeah.
it comes down to. It's like we've made our own Black Mirror episode with
Yeah,
Facebook. It's,
you're right.
yeah. And if you're an
Oh,
employer,
oh
you
my
can
God.
see how shitty people are before you hire them.
Yeah.
To talk about shitty, so a few years ago, or let's just say this, a couple days ago, I got on Facebook and it was this meme, and it was like, black guy with a camera says, "I'm a photographer." STL bitches be like, and it was just 2 pictures of these really not good photos, and they were naked. They were pretty naked, and
It was trying to be professional, though. It was like, trying to be like a photo shoot.
trying to be a photo shoot, but the whole thing was like basically anyone with a camera is in St. Louis and these chicks are doing whatever for pictures. I knew the girl on the left. So I'm looking at comments after comments calling her bitch, this, like negative, just making fun of her
Right.
and like just slamming her. She's a mother of 3, works at like a very nice institution. And obviously, these were private pictures that shouldn't have gotten out. You know, like someone did. She wanted to do a sexy photo shoot, and then I realized that all these people are making fun of this person just so they can for likes,
Yeah.
and for them to feel better.
Yep. They want their comment to be at the top.
They want their
Everything-
comment to be liked, and laughed at. They're literally bullying and putting down another human being for no reason but for attention,
Yeah.
and that really bothers
it's
me.
play school shit. It's schoolyard shit. It's a group of bullies. It's never just. It's not like they show on fucking TV or it's just one big kid is the bully. It's like 10 of them little motherfuckers talking
mob.
cash shit on one person,
Yeah.
and they just tagging in. Oh, your shoes is old. And everybody laughing and shit. Everything is for attention. Everything's for clout. Everything's for likes. It's just digital now. Like it's not different. It's just we got a new tool.
I guess when you got nothing to sell,
Yeah.
and you don't have something to work on, the thing you work on is your online persona, right?
That's crazy.
So I'm the jokes guy.
But
I'm the
that's
guy
crazy.
I'm the guy that makes funny responses.
But that's not just Facebook. That's YouTube as well. People
Sure.
are
Oh,
out there
yeah.
putting stuff out on YouTube that means the world to them when they made it, and somebody just shows up to say, "Ha ha ha, you're stupid," bounce, and that's mild as fuck. It's YouTube.
Yeah, you'll see the most like uplifting, heartwarming, beautiful thing on YouTube, and you'll still have like a couple hundred dislikes on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Just to do it.
what?
But you know,
Why don't you like
sometimes
this?
sometimes when I see uplifting shit like videos people post, I do get like kind of cringy at them too.
It depends on who made the video.
Yeah.
If it's like Johnson and Johnson, like if you're trying to sell me some shit at the end, like, oh, okay, I see
Oh.
what the deal is. Like if it's
Speaking of which, what about that Gillette ad?
You can talk about the Gillette ad. The response is sad.
more power to them. It's
The
a
response
great
is
message.
sad. There was the proper response is fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I read a comment, and I kind of want to find it, but I don't want to slow the podcast down, that had a pretty good point to the fact that maybe we shouldn't be rallying behind the message of a major brand.
Everybody says that whenever there's like
because they did this to get us talking about it.
yeah.
And there's nothing more sickening and shallow than a marketing meeting, trying to get people's attention.
But here's the thing,
so there's
right?
no emotion
no,
behind
no,
this.
fuck that. Here's why I say fuck that, right?
Okay.
Platform is it's everything,
Yeah.
right?
So you don't think they did
if
this
you're
to make
gonna-
money?
Sure,
Yeah, of course.
sure, but it's a good message.
It's still a
Oh,
good
okay,
idea.
yeah.
It's a good fucking
They
message.
could have kept quiet and did what they've been doing, but they used, like you said, their platform. And I mean, if you want to get straight down to evil capitalism, they're betting on the right side, winning out.
Sure.
Like they're not going. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not putting their money behind. Okay, let's see who's going to win this shit out. Let's go with some weird alt-right
Right.
MRA type shit. Like
And I would prefer that message over H&M having a board meeting saying let's put a black kid in the coolest
In a-
monkey in the jungle
Yo.
shirt to get attention to
Yeah.
sell shirts. I would rather you make a more uplifting, positive stand
Yeah.
than that shit because that's a board meeting too.
Yeah.
But that's way more nefarious.
Right.
Fuck that.
And if the video makes, even if you don't buy Gillette, if you just walk away from that video feeling like, okay, that felt good to see. It's good to see
Yeah.
the zeitgeist moving in the right direction.
Sure.
If that's all you come away from it with, Cool.
Will I buy Gillette? No,
No.
I buy Harry's. But do I respect the brand more? Yes, I respect the brand because they took that platform and they tried to say something positive. And we need and the reaction is obviously the message is needed because the reaction.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. All
That's
right.
still the
Interesting.
weirdest reaction. Like, hey, don't be assholes. Don't tell us what to do. Giving us an agenda. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
Chances are the people that are overreacting has called someone a snowflake in their lifetime.
yeah.
So Snowflake is bad, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. It's this pejorative that came out the last few years because it's basically a liberal bashing. People that like to think they're unique and special. So if you want to make fun of someone, you call them a snowflake.
'Cause Snowflake was different like 5 years ago, wasn't it?
Probably.
no idea.
Probably. Yes. This is a new thing.
Okay.
So now you want to call a liberal progressive a snowflake because
But wait, I don't get it. So they think that liberal folks think that they're special, so they're snowflakes.
like a snowflake is each one's unique.
Each one- One's
So
different.
is okay? So everybody's different. That's the idea. So the inverse is that y'all snowflakes. Well, we're fucking sand. We're all
Sand,
the
right,
goddamn
yeah.
Same. You
Right.
can't tell us apart. None
But-
of us matter.
I think the snowflake is unanimous with like being easily angered or upset.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Like that? Wait.
Right.
Yo, so the right is like the left is so easily hurt, but if you put out a red cup around Christmas
Right.
and it doesn't have Jesus on it,
Right.
they lose their goddamn mind.
Right.
Like, okay.
Right. So I guarantee
bet.
anybody who flipped their mind over this Gillette head regularly calls people snowflakes. Right.
All right, let's keep it going. We're actually near the end of it, so why don't we just skip this last topic for next time, and kind of just go into the quick hits because I'm sure there's a lot of things I want to talk about as far as trailers are concerned.
Been a lot of trailers lately.
I did not see the John Wick trailer.
I didn't
I
either
just
actually.
watched that this morning. Yeah,
Okay. I watched the teaser for it.
Is it good?
it's fine. I mean, I checked out of John Wick after the second one. Like I wasn't a big fan of the second.
You
I
know
didn't
what's
like the
funny?
second one either.
Check it out.
It
I
got
have
bored.
John Wick 2. Like I bought it, and I haven't watched it yet. I saw it in theaters.
Okay.
I believe I saw it in theaters.
It was all right.
Pretty sure I saw it in theaters.
It's
I
boring.
liked it, but it was like it didn't give me the same feeling I got from the first one.
No, the first one felt more raw. Like this
Yeah.
is just a good old fashioned action movie.
Right.
It felt like it fit sort of in the 90s, but with the high polish of the 2010s or 2020s. But the second one felt just like excessive.
We're building something here. We're trying to make
That too.
Yeah,
I did like the hotel,
I did. I liked.
but
I
like,
love the hotel.
I like the
Yeah.
world building in small doses.
yeah,
But what the second one did was like, okay, you guys like just kind of hinting at another world. Here's the other world, and
Yeah.
it's fucking lame. Like, okay,
yeah,
and Sushi Chef's also an assassin too. Okay, all right, let's. And now the third movie looks like it's just a continuation of that last fight scene. Like, okay, you had maybe 5 of these world-class assassins showing up after John Wick. Now it's every goddamn assassin on the planet. We're all gonna murder John Wick. He rides a horse. Halle Berry's in it. Like nothing really
Goddamn.
seems to matter.
he rides a horse.
Yeah, he rides a horse in the movie, and
and
she's
Halle Berry's in it.
I don't
Halle
need
Berry's
that.
in it. She's like another. I'm assuming she's like an assassin friend, the same way Willem Dafoe was in the first movie.
Yeah. So they need to be done with this, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think I'm going to theaters for 3.
I agree. I'm not. I saw it like, oh, okay.
What about that Spider-Man though?
I want to talk about the Spider-Man.
Fuck yeah.
That looks fine. That looks
I'm
fine.
I don't want Mysterio to be a good guy.
I don't think he is.
So
I
check
think
it
it's
out.
a misdirect for people who don't know who Mysterio is.
Right.
Jake Gyllenhaal was on Colbert, and Colbert's like, "Well, Mysterio's a bad guy, right?" And Jake goes, and he's like, "No, in the comics he's a bad guy." And Jake goes, "Yeah, in the comics, yeah."
I think they're going to make
So
him an
there you go.
ally.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I don't think
But
they're making him an ally.
if they, I think that's what they're leaning towards.
It looks
Now,
like Because they're fighting Hydro Man together. So.
yeah.
I don't even know there's gonna be Hydra Man.
How could it not? All right,
Here's why. Here's my thing. So the big thing with Mysterio, we all know who the fuck he is. He does shit with special effects. I feel like they're gonna probably add that and magic because
Okay.
it sounds like you can just snag up magic in this MCU whenever
Sure.
you get bored. So he gets magic. He's got some special effects gear. Yada yada yada.
so he
whatever.
makes a Hydro Man.
I think he's making all these threats
Yeah,
to make himself the premier hero.
Ooh.
that's cool.
That would be
And
good.
then
That would
he
be
gets-
that would be
he
a good
gets the
misdirection.
spotlight put on him. It's like, yo, he's bullshit. He's been killing folks to
Yeah.
make himself look big. Because the first thing these kids say when they see him, like, oh, he's the real deal. He's like
Iron Man.
Thor
with
and
magic.
Iron Man all together. He's
Throw
dope
with
as
magic.
Fuck. Like everybody's loving Mysterio, and I think that is part of the movie. It's going
That's
to be
dope.
the fact that
Sure.
That would be
he's
dope.
building himself up to be this hero, but he's also doing the crime to make
Well, I
himself
hope they don't kill him.
to stop him.
I hope they don't kill
Right,
him. They need
don't
to keep
drop
their
the
villains
ball.
They
around.
set a good precedent. They're not killing anybody as
Yeah.
far as villains go. They
They
still
killed
got
Killmonger.
No, I'm talking about the Spider-Man movies. And,
Oh. Yeah, they-
for some
they-
reason,
they-
Spider-Man feels
different.
like in his own bubble.
Oh yeah, Vulture got arrested, right?
Vulture got arrested. Scorpion's out there still. He's not Scorpion yet, but you know he's got the.
They teased it.
They teased it.
They teased it.
But they didn't kill any of his bad guys. They killed one Shocker and replaced him with another. Like
Yeah,
they're
immediately. That's true.
building the Spider-Man rogues, and I think that's dope because I'd
is.
much rather have a team
The Sinister
of bad guys
Six
out
is
there.
one
We
of
could
my
get to-
favorite group of supervillains.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
fucking
can
I
get
love the
to
They're great.
Sinister Six so much.
Spider-Man. Tom Holland is so young that they can do 3+
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies easily.
We can,
Absolutely.
we can get a Tom Holland saga.
Yeah. Do you feel that we shouldn't have got this trailer?
That we should not have gotten this trailer.
Yeah, I feel
I'm fine with it.
that we should not have gotten this trailer
Why?
Why?
because Endgame.
I don't care about that.
It
A lot
looks
of people do.
unrelated.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Endgame is pretty
This is
much.
this is after this is like this is basically saying that Endgame ends okay.
I
Yeah,
heard.
Of course it does.
I heard.
We know that, right? But to fucking fool me, trick
heard-
me,
Tease me.
tease me, lie to me. Don't just give it all to me. Don't give me Black Panther
Look,
2 trailers. Don't
Look,
give
when
me
I saw
fucking.
the Endgame teaser. I was like, okay, cool. But they did exactly what I thought they were gonna do. It's like you're gonna see this movie anyway. Boom, Endgame.
Are you 100% sure this is not taking place before Endgame?
They said that Russo brothers. We know they lie.
Mm-hmm.
That they people who actually not the Russo brothers. There was a woman, I forgot her name, but she's a part of a Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
So she's part of this movie. Said that this takes place moments after Endgame. Like this is right after Endgame.
That doesn't make
matter.
sense.
Doesn't
It-
matter.
but it bothers me. Like you didn't have to hold it. Just hold it. Tease it.
I don't. Look, maybe I'm going to these movies, especially movies like Avengers, for a different reason. I'm not going for
Continuity.
continuity or any kind
What
of
do you-
like groundbreaking storytelling because it's not.
We know.
It's just a big action spectacle, so I don't care
But see,
how other movies
listen,
fall in line with that.
Uh,
I don't think.
I
But I
just-
say Avengers specifically because that seems like the those three movies seem like the fireworks exhibit. All
do you
the other
think
movies,
they could have, if they went a special, because they teased that they're doing a special marketing plan for all these movies coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred not rolling out anything.
When does Spider-Man come out?
June or July.
When does Endgame come out?
May.
They're not leaving 1 month as advertised Spider-Man.
No, you're right.
Right.
You're right. I mean, logically, yes, but also it does take away Endgame.
I don't think it does.
I think it absolutely does.
I don't, because I feel like we've seen enough in that little goofy little trailer for Endgame and Infinity Wars. The Infinity Wars ends, bad guy wins, good guy lose. What the hell? So the second movie already has your ticket just for the fact that you don't have
It's
a
to
movie.
be continued.
It's to be continued.
You have half a movie.
You have half a story at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They did that deliberately. They could literally show no more footage for Endgame. It's still gonna do $1 billion.
Yeah. If the first Avengers would have done that, the franchise might have collapsed.
Yeah,
they had to
absolutely.
wait 20 years for that. That's
But
not the way to end a
built-
movie.
They've built enough clout to do shit like that.
Oh, and they changed the name.
I mean,
It was gonna be part one.
Here's this thing
Yeah,
about
part one, part two,
about
yeah.
the argument, because this is not just I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. A lot of people are saying like we shouldn't have got a trailer for Spider-Man because we don't want to know what happens.
We don't still.
But you
But
don't
we know
know
they
what
survive. I lost my point.
I feel like
Shoulda
I
gotten
feel
a trailer.
The fact is,
I mean,
to me, there's still a mystery. Let's put this in
no,
regular.
okay. All right, here's my point. My point is we know they survive.
Yeah,
We know. Tease us a little bit.
I think that there's
Give
still
us,
a tease. There's
give
still
us,
intrigue.
give us the dire situation. We just saw this nigga turn to dust, and now see this nigga winking at Mary J.
How is that intriguing already, homie? You were dead. What are you doing in Europe? Like that to me, if a dead person that I know walked in right now, that's intriguing
But see,
to me at the very least.
I see your point, and I like your point.
But
But
Still.
I still want a little.
you want more
play with
and
the
you
balls
want
a
it
little
darker.
longer. Just play with this a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just a little bit longer. It's fucking January. A little bit longer.
When's Captain Marvel?
Yeah, January, February, March.
in-
January, February, March.
Further into
March.
the summer?
March.
Oh, is it March?
You said, what did you say, Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
March.
I thought it was further into the month.
No, she comes out
wow.
first. She comes out first. Because then
Jeez.
she's in Endgame.
Is she?
Yeah, she's in
Oh,
Endgame for
duh,
sure.
the whole-
Yeah,
But
somebody-
we have to have her
Somebody
first.
got on record saying, "I can't wait to see how she fights Thanos."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how she teased
Well,
up.
like
so.
the biggest thing I heard about her before any of this popped off is like, yo, she is the Superman of this universe. She's gonna be stronger than Thor, stronger than everybody
She
else.
always was.
I don't know enough about Captain Marvel.
Here's what I know about Captain Marvel. What I know from Captain Marvel is Rogue took all her powers and became one of
Yeah.
the strongest mutants
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
world. That's what I know about Captain Marvel. Like, right? Like
That's why
She
Rogue
put
can
her ass
fly.
in
she killed her,
Yeah.
put her in a coma, took all her powers and memories, and she became the most powerful mutant ever.
Yeah.
And the movies nerfed her so bad. But
Yeah.
that's what I know about Captain Marvel.
She'll be all right.
Yeah.
She's not the strongest hero in Marvel, but they said that
the
Captain Marvel is
MCU.
going to be the strongest
In the
MCU that we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
I've been seeing
till
a lot
Galactus shows up.
of some teasers of Endgame villain not being Thanos.
Cool. Give me
Galactus.
something else for the next phase.
Galactus. Or Nihilus is another thing that's
I
getting
hope
thrown
not
around.
Nihilus.
That's
I
getting
don't
thrown
really-
around.
I don't really care about a Nihilus. You can make him cool if you want to, but it's still not like if you go into
It'd be a weird time to pitch a new.
for
villain.
Me,
Would it be?
Go
Yeah.
go with Galactus.
Yeah.
Go with Galactus. Literally go bigger.
They said news today that all of the properties that Fox owned has been officially canceled. So all Marvel
Oh wow.
movies, X-Men, everything.
Oh.
So Gambit, everything officially off.
That's fine. I didn't like the X-Men movies.
No.
Yep.
I want to see. What do you want to see
Logan was dope.
with Endgame? What do you want to see with it?
Okay. I really haven't put much thought into like how they're gonna resolve it because I'm just gonna be surprised.
Doesn't
Hopefully,
matter. Space
hopefully it's
magic.
not stupid and just time travel because that sounds
That's so
really,
lazy.
That's really lazy. So
I'm fine.
what I
Totally
do
time
want to
travel,
see,
yeah.
and I really doubt it's gonna happen because usually when I have these thoughts, I never get what I want. I want them to show Earth doing so good because half of the people have been eliminated. You know,
I wanted to like become a dilemma. Like, wait,
hold on a minute.
Wait a minute. He
Thanos
was
shit
right.
worked,
Yeah.
and if these guys, the Avengers, reverse it, things go
we're
back
fucked
to
again.
worse. That would be so good.
Yeah, I want to see like Gamora's home planet where they don't know hunger anymore. Like I want to see Earth
Didn't
striving.
she say she was like the last?
Yeah, so that was
Okay.
a misquote, a
Was
miswrite.
it? I just kind of
because
assumed it was like
Guardians,
Thanos just didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He's murking half. I'm gonna make your planet better. Murk. And like,
Yeah.
yo, we still are dying.
yeah, in Guardians, she was the last surviving member of
Yeah.
her race, and then in Infinity War, he killed half. So that was
Yeah, but I to me, I guess I put those together.
Like she didn't
like,
know.
Well, I thought, okay, she was a girl. Half the planet gets massacred. She's living on a decimated planet, and now as an adult, she's the last of her kind because everybody else still died off. Thanos' plan ultimately does not work, is what I took away from it.
Interesting.
or possibly. In order for him to convince her to go with him, she said, "Your planet, everyone's died.
Yeah.
Everyone dead. You are the last one."
Yeah, a little retcon action might be.
If you're gonna retcon it,
But she's dead somewhere.
I would say
Yeah.
change Thanos, his motivation, and this is just me wanting Galactus. I'm just if
I want death. I want
So-
Mistress Death.
You
I
know
want
too,
to.
but if you're
Let's
gonna
get
bring in a
heavy.
big bad-
And Deadpool.
if you're gonna bring in a big
And
bad,
then give me a
If
Deadpool.
Deadpool and Thanos have to fight over death, come on, that'd be amazing.
That'd be
What is
amazing.
MCU gonna do with Deadpool? They gonna get him?
Yeah, I
better.
think so.
Oh wow!
I heard he was.
But what are they gonna do with him? They're gonna put out a rated R
They might.
superhero movie.
No, they'll just tone him back.
Yeah.
They'll bleep him.
They're not gonna put a rated
Comically, they'll bleep him.
R. It's
Yeah.
still Disney.
Yeah.
They're not out
They
there
have a
trying
special
to-
deal with Ryan Reynolds to let Deadpool stay R, and they did so with the same with Logan. You know, they owned
Yeah.
it back then. So they're going to keep Deadpool R. They've got a deal. I think they even have a new line at Disney called like Disney Dark or something like that. Yeah, so they're going to let that
Well,
go, but
I mean-
they're not going to let their flagship titles like Avengers go R.
R.
No.
No, that'll
What do
cost
you
ticket
want to see
sales.
with Endgame?
Honestly, I'm just going for spectacle because honestly, the story is gonna be either space magic, time travel. Like none of it really matters on why people come back. People
I
are
hope
gonna
it's fucking batshit and hard to
Yeah,
follow.
it's
I
gonna be
hope
bananas.
I hope they
gonna
do
be
some
weird.
Living Tribunal, like have him come out. I want some shit that's gonna Celestials.
Yeah,
I want
give
some
me
shit
some
that's gonna
weird
be
shit.
so grandiose that it fucking blows everyone's mind. I would love to see Adam Warlock.
Yeah,
They teased him.
I want to see some visually wild shit. Living Tribunal will be wild to see on the big screen.
I want to see
my
that.
favorites, like my mind when it comes to a lot of these Marvel movies, is just specific scenes. to me, the best part of Doctor Strange was his mind trip when he finds out
I
about
loved
magic. When he's
that
just
scene.
flying through like his fingers turning to other hands, like this
I
weird
love
trippy
that
moment.
scene.
That was the best aspect of that entire movie.
I liked his logic
That was
trap with Dormammu or whatever.
That's got to be exhausting. I saw a theory today that says, what if they're stuck in a time loop because of Doctor Strange, because he knew that would give them
Time to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Caleb
that's
said,
the
"What
case.
if Thanos was a Mysterio vision? Like none of this actually happened. Mysterio set this all up."
no, that would be like the biggest like
That'd be
let
the
down,
worst.
Really let down,
of a
yeah,
build
for
up
sure.
ever. All right.
homeboy over in Venice, he did that shit. Nah.
You're not that strong.
Any other movies or television you guys are into right now?
Punisher starts Friday.
Oh, it does. That's right.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch the first Punisher
Yeah.
because
First
I
season
enjoyed
was
it.
Cool.
I liked first season a
I
lot.
liked it, but I don't like it enough to watch it again.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot.
Don't know if I want to watch it again, but I liked it a lot.
I'll at least watch the last couple episodes. I always like to do that until I can
But
ease
Netflix has
into
been
the-
doing that thing where if you start season 2, it'll do its own
It'll
little
recap.
recap,
yeah.
which is nice.
People are saying Bumblebee feels like Iron Giant, and that was somebody in my class said that, and that was the best sales pitch you could ever give
I think
me.
my wife's gonna take my son on Monday to go see that.
And it was directed by the guy who did Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah.
So like it's for us animation dorks. It's way up there. I should go see
It
that.
just looked, interesting because everything looked like those old toys. Like,
Yeah, and they went back to like first gen
yeah,
designs. Yep.
Yeah.
like
Pretty
okay,
cool.
they at least had they at least having fun enough with it to just like let's take what people know
Mm-hmm.
and literally put it on screen. That works. It works now. It wouldn't have worked, 15 years ago. It works now. People want
Yeah.
to see that
Yeah.
shit now.
So they're rebooting the Michael Bay Turtles again
I know. I saw that.
Why though? Like, what's
Who asked for it?
Yeah.
because people are upset.
Well, I guess never mind. It's Turtles. Turtles has been on TV.
Turtles is
you know,
eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what are you gonna do?
they can
with it?
Is
reboot
Michael Bay trash?
Michael Bay is not trash. Michael Bay makes what he knows works.
Bayhem.
I mean,
That's what he calls it.
Okay, that's what he
He's
calls
got-
it aesthetic. Cool.
That's
I
his
think
thing.
he knows what works.
Does he
knows
kill
what-
franchises though? Does he?
Does he?
Transformers made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Does he
yeah,
kill
sure.
franchises?
Money grabs, but
Yeah.
does it
He
die out
makes
because of his
bank.
touch?
You talking about somebody who
So
came
you're
from-
saying
No.
successful means quality? That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm talking about. Are you asking if Michael Bay is trash? Money and stacking money is not trash. He's
Okay,
making somebody money.
so you're saying
Now,
his-
you're asking,
his
is the
value-
movie good and
His
worth
value
watching?
is his creative
His
output.
best movies might be some of the best movies. The Rock, Bad Boys,
No,
Bad Boys 2.
I wouldn't say no one.
Come on.
Nah.
As far as action movies go, The Rock is way up there.
So is Michael Bay one of your favorite directors? Then is that what you're saying?
No, but I mean,
He's
I'm
successful
sorry,
for sure,
what
right?
are we defining trash as? Do
Creatively
I want
good.
to watch his movies?
Yes.
yeah.
No, I don't want to watch his movies.
So okay. So all right.
I don't wanna watch
So
his
because
Is he valuable?
success.
Is he valuable
and-
in the scene in the world of movie making? Absolutely.
He is very much so.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's
That's
success
like
and
saying
then there's
is
being.
Floyd Mayweather trash? Well, he's boring to watch because he's very technical, but he's really goddamn good at winning fights.
but is Michael Bay technically good at making? I mean, he's good. We
he's
know
good at putting people in the theaters.
he's good at that. But is he making
He's-
good movies?
I
Is
think
he
he's,
ruining
uh,
franchises?
I think
is he
he's-
ruining franchises?
I watch a lot of film analysis stuff on YouTube. I like that shit a lot.
He's very technically savvy.
He
on
is
some shit.
technically
Yeah, for
savvy.
sure.
I think he's kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all of his shots tend to look the same. Everything's
does,
extreme.
Does Michael Bay in 2019 make you want like, oh, Michael Bay's attached? Do you want to go see the movie?
It really depends on the
Person.
on the rest of the
I think
movie.
it depends on the person. Like
Yeah.
it's not making billions out of nowhere.
Oh, for sure.
You're talking about. You got to be also talking to people who are going to the movies maybe 4 times a year, and they're spending their money on the spectacle. And I'm that person. I don't go to the
Yeah.
movie theater that much.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I'm not,
I go as much as
I
possible.
can't afford that shit.
I go on Wednesday morning. I work for myself,
Yeah, I'll go,
so
if
I
I
go.
go,
I
I'll go
got
on the matinee
matinee.
side. Yeah, but it's not been anything I really wanted to go see the movies.
I don't know, man. It really depends. When a movie is announced, I'll look at all the 5 people that wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
I look into all that shit.
All right, I got to bring this up. I was going to talk about this in the streaming conversation, but yeah, we're a little bit over. But the pay-per-view model of doing movies, like that,
I don't know what you mean by that.
It's being thrown around. Someone put it on my Facebook the other day, and I thought it was a really interesting concept, and I was really all about it.
Like a fight, like
And
a
they
pay-per-view
said,
fight.
they said, like, what if Marvel charged you $60 to watch the movie at home on opening night?
Nah, I'm not spending $6.
60.
$56, like on some pay-per-view shit.
I might have a
I would
viewing party.
100% do that.
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Not
You're
for myself.
I don't
No.
go to see the Marvel movies when they open up anyway.
Yeah, you're a special case. Then.
Yeah, I don't
So
do
you're
that.
not into, all right, so you're not into it. I was like, mute your mic right now, but no, you're not into it because I already have my Captain Marvel tickets.
Oh, okay.
Would you be interested in that? I 100%
$60,
would.
not by myself.
I would.
No.
Here's what I would do.
If I could get a bunch of people in a room, yeah.
I would go Thursday night to watch the movie by myself in the theaters because I have to have that movie experience.
Yeah.
Like I have to have it big screen,
I
popcorn.
miss the midnight movies.
Loud noises. I don't miss them. I was getting tired. But the next night, if I can have everyone come over and we can watch fucking this
Yeah.
Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
100% be down for that.
If I could fill a room with people, my friends,
I think
And then-
if you
and
can
maybe
make-
a
even
man
throw
with-
a glass
make
jar
it an
out there
event, yeah.
for everybody to throw $5 in, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can make it an event, if I'm just doing it, I really want to watch this movie tonight. No, I'm not.
That's
fucking doing
what
that.
pay per view is based on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hosting events.
Yeah, but see,
Have your
guess,
friends over to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
UFC.
I think that would be I think it would be genius. I think they would make a lot of money. I think
you're
they
right.
probably could lose money too, because now
It's hurting.
you're relegating
It's hurting
$20
theaters, too.
tickets amongst 5 people to $60, and you don't know who else is
For
watching
X
it.
amount of people. In
But
the
you can
room,
only
yeah.
watch it once, so you know
You're hurting theaters too. Theater industry's not going to like that.
Not at
theaters
all.
is- nah.
And that's an industry.
that is a huge industry that is not going anywhere.
Right.
It's gonna hit a bump.
But I would
feel like-
still fuck with that.
I feel like theaters gonna hit the same bump they hit back in the weird 40s and 50s when they had these big, opulent Hollywood movies and people stopped going. Like it was a thing where movie theaters kind of going lows.
Yeah.
That's why you had.
Well, they do. They still
you
do.
had that experimental time
Yeah.
in the 70s because people stopped fucking with the movie theaters.
There's months in the year that no one goes to movie theaters.
Yeah.
Period. Because it's
That's,
not and like literally.
But
It's October, isn't it?
But, these,
Yeah.
but they're trying to fill them up now. It used to be there's a lot of folks that just don't go to movies in the that wintertime right after the Oscar season. Movies really don't pop
it's-
off.
it's definitely
now
changing.
it's the winter blockbuster season. We
Yeah.
have a Star Wars. We
Yep.
have 2 Marvel movies.
True.
Yep.
They're packing
3
so
Marvel movies
much
this year.
into a year that is going to pop eventually. I'm not saying movie theaters are going to shut down. I'm just saying that people are going to stop going, and you're going to start seeing different kind of films.
You guys going to pay for the Disney streaming service?
No.
You know
I'll
what?
do
Here's
the
my
week
thing.
trial.
Here's my thing. Why would I?
I'll tell
Right?
you why I am.
Oh, well, okay.
Tell you one reason.
The only reason I will is the content. If the original content looks good,
Yeah.
like the Loki series, the Scarlet Witch series, and they actually use the actors from Elizabeth Olsen
They
and
are.
Tom Hiddleston,
Are they?
then yeah, they are. That would bring me in, but just to put the movies up there, probably not.
Movies wouldn't be enough. No, serious. I don't like Loki.
I'm gonna
Like,
bury
I
the
don't
lead,
really
'cause
care.
I'll
I
tell
don't
you-
either, but I do want to see it because
Yeah, I don't really
I'm
either.
invested in the universe, so I kind of want to see it. So
I have a reason, but I'm going to bury that and say first, propose that what if they brought all the Netflix shows back with all the same people?
they're not going to do that though.
No.
Well, okay.
Okay, yeah, but what if they did?
Hypothetically, If they
Yes.
did, I wouldn't still.
By you.
I would.
Okay. Now,
Because,
the reason
I
I'm
mean,
doing it?
my culture.
Right.
Hello.
The reason I'm doing it, there's a war after the Clone Wars called the Mandalorian Wars, where all the clone troopers didn't know what to do.
Yeah, they're doing a special series.
The
on that, right?
Mandalorian Wars is hosted or created by fucking Jon Favreau,
That's gonna be amazing.
and that's coming to this Star Wars, the Disney Channel. So
How much would you
I
pay
have
for
to.
it?
That's a good question.
$20? You pay $20 for it? I'm
Is that
not.
how much it is?
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out.
That'd be that's
seems
more
like
than
that's some
anybody
title,
else.
That's some title money. That's nice.
Yeah, that's more than everybody else.
Yeah. if
So you
gonna-
think
if they're
10,
gonna do it.
15?
Yeah, they have to
15?
be in there.
15 would be
15's a bit
about
high,
right.
too.
I mean,
But they can say if
Netflix
they're
just
gonna-
went up.
Like, yo, we're Disney.
We own everything.
Yeah, you want your childhood? Here it is.
I don't know. That sounds like where I would wait for Star Wars to come out. I'd pay the $15 and I'd watch the show and then I'd cancel.
Yeah, I would do what I do anyway.
Yeah.
I swap things around. So right now I got
Right.
Netflix, Hulu. I think we still got Prime. And if
Yeah, we
nothing's
activated Prime to watch
yeah,
something.
if
and
nothing's rocking on Hulu, I'll drop Hulu for a couple months until it comes back up.
I heard
Nothing's rocking
Prime's
on
going
Netflix,
up because the content's getting good. The video content's getting good.
Yeah.
I don't watch Prime Video. I have Prime for shipping, but I don't watch the videos at all.
videos is okay. They got a
you can
couple
get free
good
shit
movies
with
on there.
Warframe because of that.
Free what?
Warframe
Yeah, you told me
stuff.
about that.
Yeah.
You told me about that. I need to get back on that.
They got a couple good movies on there.
Let's keep it moving. Video games. Last topic.
I'm just playing Warframe. This is a
Alright.
boring topic for
I'm
me.
not-
No
I
games.
don't play
Cool.
games,
Good.
yeah.
We gotta get out of here anyway. Music. Anybody listening to anything good music you want to suggest?
Ooh, I'm late to the party. I'm trying to listen to that Currency album that dropped last year. So that's pretty much it for me.
James Blake's got an album coming out tomorrow, I think.
I did Currency. Currency has a new album coming out, doesn't he?
Is
Coming
there
up
another one
with
coming
us?
out? I thought
Yeah.
you had one that just came out that was just on my phone.
You might be right.
I don't know.
All right. So nothing on the music front.
Okay, well, that's not it.
So yeah.
new James Blake album. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
know who that is.
I don't believe he does one take, but
No,
whatever.
neither. that stuck in our
Who's
heads.
James Blake?
He's a white boy kind of soul singer. Great music production. Real kind of dreamy sound, but
Kind
it's
of minimalistic. It feels like
very minimalistic. But he's working with some rappers and hip hop guys for this album.
He's really dope in his own
He's
right.
good.
He doesn't need to work with rappers. He's really good. Really like it.
It's soulful.
Love Round Here. Was that the name of the song that I liked so much?
I don't know.
Round Here. Something's crazy. He's
I'll
really
look
good
it
though.
up. I'm end up looking it up.
Don't you like the one guy you was telling me that I can't pronounce? Did a song with
Gesaffelstein?
Weekend. He did a song with the Weekend. Did you hear that yet?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's technically proficient. It's not something I'm gonna listen to a lot, but it's a good track. I think I like the song that Daft Punk did with The Weeknd better. That was a good track.
Yeah.
Just with
They
it,
did a couple
Starboy or
tracks,
some
yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah, man. I
Shit.
didn't like the song when it first came out, but now it's one of my favorite
Like it.
songs.
That's the movie I just saw. I just finally saw Solo. Now that it's on.
Oh,
Netflix. Yeah.
You like it?
You like it?
No. I mean, it was.
Thank you. It was okay.
It was okay. I think here's all right. Solo and that other movie that was like not part of this.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. Both those movies have enough good ideas to make one good movie out of.
Interesting.
Oh. I thought Rogue One was pretty flawless.
I ain't
Yeah,
like
I think that
I think
space
Rogue
fight's
One-
one of the best space fights in the saga.
Oh, it was fun to look at. It's just I didn't.
I think Rogue One,
No
as a
drama
movie,
whatsoever. Yeah.
as a sit down and watch a movie, I enjoyed Rogue One more than Force Awakens.
Interesting.
Trying to remember.
More
Force
than-
Awakens. That was the first one of this new trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. I enjoyed that one.
And I may have enjoyed it slightly more than The Last Jedi.
I had fun with Last Jedi. It was
Me too.
cool.
I think Rogue One was one of the most amazing Star Wars movies I've ever seen,
Nice.
especially for me not to know the characters.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of new characters too,
It was
Yeah.
all new characters.
Yeah, I think everybody was.
except for
in it.
Vader
except for Vader.
and a few of those
Um,
pilots in the end.
And even the Vader scene wasn't the highlight to me.
Nah.
It's actually the highlight of Rogue One was the actual story.
Yeah.
The end of the story, like how it, what they were doing and how it happened. And I guess maybe knowing that for 20, 30 years
Sure.
of this one little bit of information, I thought it was the best movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie dragged his feet too much.
I don't know. I thought the
Not,
pacing was all right.
not
I did.
anything with, not so much like the technical pacing of the movie. There's just so much in the beginning I didn't give a shit about. It's just, to me, I guess I was sold on this is a war movie, looking at the the folks on the ground.
So it
But
took
it was too
an hour
much
and a half to
like-
get to the war.
Yeah, it was
Right.
so much of this. We're building a team up, and this is how
Yeah.
things are gonna go. Like they were trying to do the Dirty Dozen without doing what the Dirty Dozen did. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it just wasn't. I don't know.
Too much show and not enough tell.
I know Dirty Dozen probably not the best example because it did exactly what I said I didn't like about the movie, but I don't know, for whatever reason I like the Dirty Dozen better. It was just,
If you look at Star Wars as an extended universe, when you played all the games and watched the shows and maybe read a few of the comics and the books, Solo fits right in there. It feels like a good quality production of a side story.
and I think that's why I like certain
So
ideas.
it's not
from
going to
both
line
of
up
those
with the
movies.
big boys, but it feels like a good,
I'll say
solid
this.
side story.
Every time,
But it shouldn't be a good. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be a good solid side
It is,
story.
that's exactly
This
what it
is a
is.
fucking the creation of Han Solo, one of the most iconic Star Wars characters. It probably should have been better.
I feel like it shouldn't have been a creation of Han Solo. It should have just been a movie with Han Solo in it as a youngster,
Yeah.
young person.
Yeah.
But
To
it was
me,
a backstory.
I wanted to see just a heist movie.
That's
like,
what
if
it
they
was.
If the movie, it was
what
him
it
and
was.
Kira, and Kira's dealing with the mafia, weird space mafia, but it's also Darth Maul. Like every time they tried to introduce aspects,
That's
of
such a minor point.
No, but every time
You cherry-picking.
Every time they introduce aspects of the grand picture of
Yeah.
Star Wars, it took me out. I stopped caring because to me, I want to see what the other aspects of this world looks like.
I thought,
watching bank robbers, cool. Let's watch some bank robbers.
I thought Lando was amazing.
Lando was dope.
I love that the Millennium Falcon was brand new
Mm-hmm.
and had a fucking cape room. I like that fucking Han shot that motherfucker first
Yeah.
at the end. I like the villain on the swoop, the chick, the young girl. She was great. Her whole band of brigands was awesome. The start of the rebellion. There's a lot I liked about that. This big space monster, who cares? Special effects are great. The robot kit, not K2, that's
L3.
L3,
Yeah.
fighting for
Yeah, that
droid
slave
rights.
planet scene was dope.
Yeah.
Like there was one
It's a good
specific
movie.
moment where I
a good
think
movie.
Han was
Pacing bothered me. I think.
Han and Calrissian
Well,
were
it's a
both
good movie.
shooting, and he just tosses a gun really haphazardly to the side, and the camera sweep. That was a really nice single shot. That was one moment in the movie that I really
One
remember.
movement
It was
Ellis liked.
like, woo, that was slick. That was slick. But I think there was it was cool. It was fine. I don't think I would watch it again, but
I bet you might think differently if you did, like
Really?
6 months from
I
now.
don't know. I bought it and I tried to
I
watch
am
it.
glad
and
that I don't know if it's spoil. Oh, look, I'm glad that the bad guy at the end didn't say, "I'm glad you shot first. That's your final lesson." Like, I'm glad they didn't make it and really milk that moment. They just let you like, oh, okay,
he said that. He said that's what I would have done.
Yeah. But he
is
didn't
dope.
say it shoot first. That's what you always do as Han Solo. Shoot people first. Remember that for later, Han Solo.
Well, guys, I
guess
enjoyed
that's
the
it.
conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ellis, for blessing us with your presence
Thanks
and
for having me.
hopping on the podcast. We appreciate it.
Quick shout out. Anything you need to shout out? You got working on something? Something you need to direct people towards?
I'm Ellis Ray 3 on everything, all spelled out. ELLISRAYTHREE. But no, I'm not working on anything specific. Storyboards here and there. So
Yeah, you put art out pretty often though. So if you guys like comic art, give them a follow.
Thank you.
All right. And I am Tech Supreme, and you already know that. Shout out to the people who listen every week.
Yeah,
We get
appreciate you.
Numbers are looking real good, real on the rise.
Strong, steady.
I'm loving the fact that you can put an episode up and then you get so many dedicated listens immediately.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. So shout out to you guys for listening.
Give us a
share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't know. Do all that shit.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.
Bye.
We'll never do that in time again.